Hello everyone, Zeopod here, and welcome to another blind commentary. Been a while since I've done one of these, haven't it? Yeah, college have kind of been busy, but college is over now. The semester's done, and I'm free then, so hopefully I'll be start getting more videos out more regularly. So yeah, anyways, today I will be watching Pinkie Tales, Egghead and the Beast by Magpiepony. Now, I'm very excited for this because, especially with the new remake that came out by Disney, and it was really good. So, I'm kind of really into Beauty and the Beast right now, and yeah, I'm so this is gonna be amazing. I'm sure it will. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started in 3, 2, 1, play.
Pinkie Tales!
Egghead and the Beast. I want to see who the Beast is.
Tonight's story is a classic, Fountain Pumpkin. It's all about a terrifying beast, strange castle objects, and a mayor who's slightly socially awkward.
Only slightly.
Once upon a time.
What?
Long before the reign of the two Alicorn sisters, there was a small village in the kingdom of Prance. A beautiful, intelligent, and slightly odd Alicorn named Sparkle lived in the village on her own. She was fascinated by the spells and history she found in books, and chose to spend her days reading rather than socializing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this caused Sparkle to become introverted and awkward around other ponies. Though many ponies attempted to include her in daily village life, Sparkle's attention was always focused on her studies.
Yep.
Eventually, every pony left Sparkle alone.
Well, how do you about Rainbow Dash?
Every pony, with the exception of Dashton.
Yep, it's
Dashton was the village's hero and most sought-after stallion. He dominated the sky, breaking weather and speed records as if they were fool's play. He was handsome, strong, charismatic, and available. Every mare in the village dreamed of becoming his mare friend.
Yep.
But Dashton's sights were set on the one who didn't clamour for his attention, Sparkle.
Yep.
One afternoon,
Hey,
Dashton and his
Cooper
faithful assistant Scootaloo had just finished... hang on, did I read that right? Is it really just Scootaloo?
Yep.
Yeah, because in the other story, the short, stubby little human that followed the hunksicle around was called LeFou, so it's totally perfect. Scootaloo and LeFou.
Yep.
I love rhymes.
But don't you usually change the name? Isn't that a little distracting?
Well, why don't you try to come up with something better? Do you know how hard it was to make a pun out of Maud's name in the last one? How am I supposed to make something funny out of LeFou? It's in like France-Canese or something.
Okay, first of all, it's called French. Let's not start off the story by offending part of the world's population. How about we call her... Scootaloo. Roo is French and can be used as a surname.
That's one of the silly nicknames Dashy and I use all the time. You know, like I'm Punkapoo, and then there's Yellow Quiet, White Perfect, Breakfast Cereal.
What?
I mean, yeah, let's do that.
What?
Whoa,
10 seconds
that
flat.
was amazing, Dashton.
Dashton's faithful assistant Scootaloo called as Dashton landed with a resounding boom. He had instructed Scootaloo to time his cloud clearing, hoping once again to break his own speed record.
How long?
Dashton asked, picking the cloud debris from his wings mindlessly.
Oh, you were amazing, as always. No pony can clear the sky like you can, Dashton.
How long?
Dashton said again impatiently. Scootaloo gulped nervously before replying,
10.3 seconds?
10.3
What?
seconds.
Let me see that timer.
Dashton growled, swiping the little device from Scootaloo's hoof.
It's still record-breaking.
Yeah, maybe last year when I actually broke it. I promised my fans I'd break 10 seconds this year, and I will not disappoint them. Are you sure this thing is working?
Look, it's him, Dashton.
No.
Oh, isn't he charming?
What?
3
What
yellow
was that
pegasi
last
with long,
voice?
soft, pink manes called from a distance,
What was that
crowding
last
around
voice?
Dashton and fawning over him. Scooteroo quickly moved away to avoid being trampled.
What in the
Ladies,
Lord?
ladies.
They're all
There's plenty of Dashton to
Fluttershy.
go around.
What?
I know. I'm the best. I
What
can't
in
help
the
it.
Lord?
I guess I was just born to be awesome.
As his over-exuberant fans swarmed him, Dashton caught a glimpse of Sparkle from the corner of his eye.
Sparkle.
Sorry, Phillies. Gotta dash.
Dashton said with a wink, flying away
Oh my
and leaving
goodness,
3
that's
sad
amazing.
mares behind.
Aww. There he goes again, hanging around that
They're
mare instead of
all,
us.
they're all
She's
Fluttershy.
pretty, but
They're all Fluttershy.
she's
There's no voice
kinda
actor Fluttershy.
shy, don't you think?
What's she got that we haven't
And
got?
what is that? What is
Personality.
that voice?
Scooteroo muttered under his breath.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh my
Hey there.
goodness.
Couldn't
Ooh.
help but notice you strolling
Ooh,
along
I
the
like
street
this.
all
This is
alone.
a nice art style.
Figured you could use some company.
Dashton said,
Fluffy.
cozying up to Sparkle
I
as
like
they
fluffy
walked down the
pants.
street. Hello,
Oh my,
Dashton.
she's feeding Pinkie
You know, and
Tales.
it's not very
normal mail.
mare-like to walk around with those
Oh my
things
goodness.
all the time.
You mean books?
You do know that
Oh.
ponies are calling you an egghead, right?
What?
Egghead.
Who calls me an egghead?
I do. Look, it's just not right for a mare who looks like you to be so booky and eggheady, you know?
I don't think booky and eggheady are words. And what do you mean, a mare who looks like me?
It's a compliment. It means you're too pretty to be burying your face in one of these all the time. You should come around town with me. I could show you some of my record-breaking trophies.
Oh my
Ugh,
goodness.
Dashton, there's no such thing as being too pretty or too ugly to be intelligent. Also, I happen to think the most appealing ponies are the ones who don't flaunt their accomplishments. Instead, they should let their work speak for itself.
You do have some pretty great work.
What do you know of my work?
Duh. You're like the most powerful unicorn in print.
Technically, I'm an alicorn.
Whatever. You raised the
Stop.
sun and the moon practically on your own. That's pretty impressive. And it's that kind of mare that I want on my right wing.
You have dozens of other mares who would give anything to be your mare friend. Why me?
Because you're a challenge. And I never back
Oh
down
my
from a
goodness.
challenge. Not to mention, underneath all that
This is amazing.
eggheadiness, you're a really pretty mare, you know.
I am not an egghead.
So I'm gonna do you a big favor and take you out tonight. If you're seen around the village with me, that egghead thing will be a thing of the past. No,
You're the one that
you don't have to
started
say
it.
anything. I already know your answer.
Oh my
I'll be by at
goodness.
7 o'clock to pick you up. There's no way you're not gonna love what I have planned.
Oh my
Dashton said,
goodness.
zooming away.
That's a double negative!
The thought of an evening spent with Dashton and all his braggery was too traumatizing for Sparkle to fathom.
Yeah.
She decided it
Yeah.
would be a better idea to take her books and study somewhere far away where the Pegasus could not find her.
Probably a good
There was
idea.
only one place she could think of where the village ponies dared not venture: the Enchanted Forest.
The Enchanted
Sparkle ignored
Forest.
the warnings and rumors that the forest was indeed cursed and dangerous, choosing to believe that a night with Dashton would be far worse.
Yeah.
She wandered the
Yeah,
narrow
I thought
forest
it would.
paths, looking for a clearing to study in peace. But hours passed, and Sparkle conceded to the fact that she was indeed lost. To make
Oh,
matters
dear.
worse, she finally understood why the forest was deemed enchanted, as the magic of her horn failed to produce any spells.
Oh dear.
Powerless, hungry,
That
and
gets us how you get
exhausted,
around the magic.
Sparkle gave up the search for the path home and sought out a safe place to spend the cold night instead.
Okay, so we're
When
just
hope was
cutting out
dismal,
the.
Sparkle
father.
spied an old
I guess-
iron gate
I guess
with a
that's a good
path
way to
that
cut
led
time.
to a mighty castle hidden
Makes
in the
sense.
heart of the forest. She was relieved, pushed open the gate, and ran up the front steps of the castle.
Hello? Is any pony there? Please, I only seek shelter for the night. Thank you.
Hey.
I don't mean to be a bother.
Double.
Sparkle started, but paused
Also, this
when
art
she
style is
realized
amazing.
she was all alone. The only indication that some pony had unlocked the door for her was the light of a strange-looking candle with a pony face carved into the candlestick. Sparkle tilted her head and reached her hoof out towards it when the candle began to move.
Well, hi there. It's been a long time since I've seen your kind around here.
The candlestick said, talking from the pony face. Sparkle screamed in surprise and leapt up into the air before crashing back down to the ground on her flank.
It's cheese sandwich.
Way to go, Flame Witch.
And then Vinyl Scratch.
Already given our guest
Vinyl Scratch is a
Sparkle
vinyl.
sharply turned her head around to see an old gramophone playing a record.
Yep.
The voice she heard had come from the gramophone horn, but as the record spun, no other sound could be heard. Sparkle's ears perked up when she heard the candlestick hopping over to the gramophone on its own, smiling as if nothing were amiss.
Who are you?
I think the better question is, what are we? We haven't been a who in a long time.
Yep.
We're the staff at the castle.
Cursed along with its master until our impending doom traps us as inanimate objects forever.
But you're not interested in all that. Follow me. You must be freezing.
Take me with you. This is gonna end up a disaster, and I absolutely want to watch it happen.
Flame Witch rolled his eyes and lifted the needle on the record with
Also,
one of his candles. He picked up the record
No
itself
whacking.
and hopped along one
Vinyl
of the castle
voice
hallways.
on point as
You
always.
coming?
He called to Sparkle. She nodded and walked cautiously after him. Eventually, the candle paused in front of a small study where a comfortable chair waited in front of a fireplace.
Hang on, let me get that for you.
The candle said enthusiastically, using the flame on one of his candles to ignite the fireplace. He then placed the record onto a second gramophone in the corner of the room, adjusting the needle accordingly.
Make way, make way! I simply must see this for myself.
Oh dear. And
The
of
third
course.
voice called,
Yep,
followed
I
by the
figured
sound
that.
of china clinking down the hallway. Soon after, a decorated little teapot entered the room, and it too had a strange pony-like face that beamed excitedly at the sight of Sparkle.
It's true! There is a pony in the castle! Oh, how terribly exciting!
Are you here to break our curse?
A small voice called from behind the teapot. It was a little cup that appeared to be another piece of the tea set. The pair of them hopped onto a side table to get a better look at the pony guest. Sparkle watched them in fascinated silence.
Are you cursed too?
Sweetener Belle! It's
Sweet
impolite to ask
Nobel.
ponies if they're cursed.
But she's
Oh
an
my
alicorn.
goodness,
See?
sweet
She
Nobel.
even looks like a Mary Sue.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
do forgive my little sister. She has
Oh
quite the
my
imagination
goodness.
since being turned into talking china.
Very
My
Sue.
name is Rarity Pot. Don't be frightened, darling. We won't hurt you.
Oh my
Afraid?
goodness.
I'm not afraid. I'm fascinated. How did you all get cursed like this? Who are you? What's this castle doing in the middle of the forest? And why
Of
isn't
course.
it in any of our history books?
What in tarnation is
Oh
going
my
on in here?
goodness.
Another new object
Applejack
said from the doorway.
is
It was
the-
a clock,
the clock.
decorated with apple accents and a swinging apple pendulum.
What's she doing here?
Flame Witch let her in.
And you just let him? You're supposed to guard the door.
It was exciting, and I'm bored. What'd you expect?
Well, she's the first pony we've seen in decades, and she looked like she needed help. Besides, now we have a reason to celebrate. She's come to break the curse.
Sparkle opened her
Hey,
mouth to
animation.
respond, but hesitated when she heard mighty hoofsteps approaching from down the hallway. The objects in the room turned their attention to the doorway, smiling, with the exception of Sparkle and Apple Clock. A mysterious pony approached, staying hidden in shadow, with the exception of his bright green glowing eyes.
Who
It's
are you?
someone.
What are you doing in my castle?
I'm Sparkle. I got lost in the woods and just needed a warm place to stay the night.
I see.
The pony said simply, taking a step inside the
Oh
room
dear.
and into the light. The sight Sparkle beheld was too fascinating and terrifying for her to comprehend. The pony before her was not an inanimate object like the other castle members she had seen. He was a tall, black,
Oh
coated
my
alicorn
goodness.
with piercing red
Oh
stripes on
my
his coat and mane.
goodness. What?
Atop his head were 3 horns, 2 on
Oh
either
my
side of his head,
goodness.
along with a broken unicorn horn.
Oh
He
my
had cleft
goodness.
hooves and what appeared to be an orange flame pattern on his legs
This
under his red stripes.
guy.
His eyes glowed with a trail of purple
It's-
smoke around them, and he
it's
had
a
large
wearing black
multicolored bat
alicorn.
wings.
Sweet
Pinkie, what is going on?
What do you mean, what is going on?
Stew.
Look at him. He's...
An alicorn representing the beast.
No!
He's a Gary
yes,
Stew.
Look at him! He's an abomination! Why does he have all these multicolored bat wings and a weird celestial-looking necklace thing with a heart-shaped gemstone? What crazy, twisted mind could create such a thing?
Well, these are Pinkie Tales, aren't they? So, didn't you come up with his design?
Me? You think I had something to do with this whatever he is?
Oh my
Wasn't
goodness,
me.
this is
I thought he was
amazing.
gonna be a manticore or something. But this? You sweet celestial, hide me!
Are you afraid of him, Pinkie?
Of course I'm afraid of him! Why else do you think I gave my part to Cheese Sandwich? I was supposed to be the candle, but I just can't do it! He's gonna shoot rainbow sparkle flame power at me and I'll be sent into another dimension! I just
Oh my
won't!
goodness.
Do you know how much power bronies give terrible OCs?
Oh
They're
my
undefeatable.
goodness.
Pinkie will stay far, far away from him!
Oh my
You're
goodness.
overreacting.
I can't hear you! I'm far, far away!
This is amazing.
Please turn the page.
Fine.
Oh, come on! He's on this page, too! There's no escape, I tell you! No escape!
This guy.
Don't be afraid, darling. This is our beloved prince, and the victim of a cruel and unjustifiable curse.
No, not a prince. I am a beast. I don't deserve your praise, Madam Teapot.
Were you cursed to be this way?
No, my appearance did not change when I was cursed, but I fear that my curse may be the worst of them all. I am merely not permitted to leave my own castle and spread my vast and unending magical power with the pony world. You see, before I was cursed, I had studied every book on magic that had ever been written, and I had discovered a way to cure cancer and hunger and create everlasting world peace.
This
Oh,
what
brother.
is the
But now,
void?
I am stuck here, and my magic is powerless against this curse. I am doomed to never be able to help
What is-
other ponies
what?
and be their prince.
I don't.
Oh, that's terrible.
What?
Every book on magic, you say?
Yes, I have them
Oh,
all in my castle
my
library,
goodness.
and yet I fear that
Just-
none of them can help us.
Just.
I have scored
oh my
them for
gosh.
answers, but I fear my
Why?
staff and I are doomed forever.
Maybe I can break your curse. For some strange reason, I feel compelled to save you.
You? What makes you so sure you can save us?
She's a Mary Sue.
Oh my
The
goodness.
alicorn took a second look at Sparkle and noticed that she was indeed an alicorn too.
Does your alicorn magic work in my castle?
Well, no. But if your magic still works, maybe I can find the right spell and you can cast it.
You are welcome to try, but I must ask you to stay away from the west wing of the castle. That's where I like to go to be brooding and mysterious.
Oh my
My
goodness.
candlestick and clock will show you to the library, little filly.
You can call me Sparkle.
And you can call me a beast, for that is what I am. Now, I will dramatically exit and
This
leave you
guy.
to your impossible task
This-
without helping
oh
you,
my
even though clearly I
gosh.
have the magic to
Oh
do so.
my god.
The prince said, igniting his broken horn with magic and disappearing from the room.
This guy. Just. Oh my goodness.
Here we are, darling.
Why?
Rarity Pot said, helping Flame Witch open the double doors that led to the vast castle library.
Oh my goodness.
It's
This is
beautiful.
amazing.
I think I might cry. You must have hundreds, no, thousands of books here. There's so much knowledge to take in. How can you possibly stand it?
Well, to be honest, half of us can't hold a book or turn pages now that we're objects, and the other half don't like to read. I'd say I'm a little bit of both myself.
So, how are you going to break the curse?
I need to know what the curse is before I can know how to undo it.
It's written on an enchanted scroll.
Vinyl said, from a new gramophone conveniently placed in the
Yep,
library.
there's gramophones
How many of these
everywhere.
things do we have?
And the better question is, why aren't they enchanted too? There's another plot hole.
Wait, you know that we're, in a story?
Why, of course I do. I'm a male ripoff of Pinkie Pie, so I basically can do whatever she can. Don't know why
Yeah.
you'll fall for breaking, though. Maybe it's because you're like her 23rd cousin 3 times removed. It's a recessive trait.
How can I get that scroll?
Unfortunately, you can't. It's in the West Wing, and you're not allowed to go in there.
But then, how am I going to be able to break it if I don't even know what it says?
I believe there is a book in here somewhere that has a copy of what's written on there. The prince is a deep and sensitive pony, so naturally he keeps a diary.
Maybe we could just borrow it when the prince isn't looking.
And risk upsetting the prince? Sweetener Belle, you know better than that. The poor dear is going through enough as it is.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, let's look for the diary. Would you all be so kind as to help me search?
Sure
Alicorn,
thing, Sparkle.
Flamewitch said with a smile, hopping into the
gets
library
coddled by
enthusiastically.
everyone.
Now hang
And it's
on there,
incredibly
Flamewitch.
powerful.
You're a candle, and candles don't mix well with paper.
You're overthinking things, Apple Clock. I can. Oh, wait. Yep. It's on fire. Rare Pup, can you,
I'm coming.
Rarity Pot said, hopping after Flamewitch to dose the fire with her tea. Sparkle giggled and began combing the bookshelves for the diary. Hours passed with no success for Sparkle and the castle objects. They weren't a very productive search party, as Flamewitch couldn't touch any books, Rarity Pot was afraid of spilling her tea on them, and Vinyl couldn't move at all.
Yeah.
It's better than not speaking, Hasbro.
And
Oh
Sparkle frequently got sidetracked, organising the books by category and then
That's amazing.
alphabetizing them.
Oh,
Eventually,
this is great.
Sweetener Belle decided it was
This
time
is
to take
just
matters into her own
amazing.
hooves, so to speak, and slipped away from the library when no pony was looking.
Oh,
She
here we
hopped along
go.
the castle corridors until she reached the west wing.
This isn't
Being
gonna
as
end
quiet
well.
as she was able, Sweetener Belle was able to enter the prince's
Also,
room
the
unnoticed.
rainbow battle
When she was
rings.
inside, she spied the
Why?
prince laying dramatically on his bed.
Oh my
The diary that the others were searching for wasn't in the library at all, but instead hovering next to him, while his magic jotted down his thoughts.
Yeah.
For some reason, the prince felt compelled to speak his entry aloud, which provided the perfect cover for Sweetener Belle to hop towards the enchanted scroll undetected.
Dear diary, a beautiful mare entered the castle today, wanting to help me.
This guy.
I don't understand why she would ever want to help a strong, handsome, and overpowered stallion such as myself.
This
I'm far too broken
guy.
inside to be saved. These feelings remind me of when I was an infant, and my parents, King Sombra and Nightmare Moon, abandoned
King
me.
Sombra
And the
and
years I
Nightmare
spent on the
Moon.
streets,
Oh
being
my
ridiculed by my peers
goodness.
because I was so different. Or that one time my horn was broken when I saved those sick orphans from the burning hospital. Yeah. Oh, this is good stuff.
This
Sweetener
guy.
Belle used the handle on her teacup
Oh my
to grasp
goodness.
onto the scroll and hopped back toward the door quietly. She hurried toward the library while the prince continued explaining his tragic backstory to himself.
Oh my goodness.
Sparkle! I got it! Where did you find that? It's a long over-exaggerated story. Come on, let's read it.
Sparkle smiled, choosing not to question the little teacup. She unrolled the scroll and squinted her eyes, finding it difficult to read the faded ink.
What costs nothing, but is worth everything? Weighs nothing, but can last a lifetime. That one pony can't own, but two ponies can share? Something you don't understand, but desperately need. One's destiny is fulfilled when a correct answer is accomplished. Wait, this is a
Love.
riddle, not a curse.
The answer is love.
Found it! Solving the riddle will break the curse, silly! But the prince has already checked all his riddles and answer books and tried all kinds of magic spells. Nothing. See, if the ink disappears completely, then we're all cursed forever, and it gets harder to read every year. So, do you know the answer?
It's love.
Well, I just need more time, you know, to narrow down my options.
She knows the
I can do this,
answer.
no problem.
She knows the answer.
The prince bellowed,
Oh
his
my
voice
goodness.
echoing throughout the castle. Sweetener Belle gulped, and Sparkle stood motionless. Moments later, the beast appeared in a flash of light and a resounding boom.
You took it! I asked you to stay away from the West Wing, and you went there anyway? You interrupted my private thoughts!
Sparkle shot a glance to Sweetener Belle, who smiled apologetically, before hiding behind Sparkle's hoof.
Oh my goodness.
Well, how am I supposed to break your curse unless I know what the scroll
could have asked.
You were the one who didn't think ahead. Do you even want me to break this curse? You seem mighty content to be depressed and mope around your castle feeling sorry for yourself.
I didn't tell you you had to break it. If you don't want to be here, then why don't you just go?
Maybe I will.
Fine.
Fine.
Oh my
Sparkle's
goodness.
face was red from anger and embarrassment as she stomped her way towards the castle door. The objects protested, hopping along beside her, pleading for her to stay.
If he doesn't want me here, then I won't stay.
Sparkle said angrily. She pulled open the door and stormed outside. She had only taken a single step outdoors when the clouds overhead began to multiply and darken. Thunder and lightning were quick to follow, though there was no hint of rain. From somewhere in the distance, there could be heard a dark and sinister laugh that soon multiplied into 3 distinct voices. Sparkle panicked and ran from the castle toward the front gates. She was thwarted, however, by large dark crystals that sprung from the ground, blocking her exit. Sparkle quickly changed directions and fanned out her wings to fly over the wall instead. As she did so, the unmistakable buzz of hundreds of wings approached from the other side. She squeaked in surprise and ran in a new direction, finding it difficult to see anything when a thick black fog encompassed her.
Help!
She screamed, thrashing about in the darkness, her mind echoing with the unhinged laughter of the villains closing in.
And now you guys, he's gonna save her.
Sparkle's
This is
screams
unbelievable
were cut
power.
short when she felt a mighty footstep shake the earth. Even in the thick black fog, she could see a circle of magical energy formed between 2 massive horns. Sparkle could see the prince standing atop the tallest castle tower. He was reared up on his hind legs, and his horn let out a blinding blast of light that pierced the darkness, threatening to encompass his castle. The 3 villain voices screamed in anger and agony as the prince's magic laid waste to them.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh my goodness.
Are you saying that King Sombra, Queen Chrysalis, and Tyrek were all attacking the castle at the same time?
That's what it says, yes.
But why? Are we supposed to believe
Isn't
they
it
all
you like
just
the sword,
get
Pinkie?
along? Wouldn't it make more sense for Tyrek to steal their power? Or Sombra to turn them into mind slaves? Or...
This is what happens in terrible fanfictions, Pinkie. Inexplicable boss battles with familiar villains easily defeated by overpowered OC characters.
So he's attracting all of the terrible fanfiction tropes like some kind of giant cringe magnet?
Yep.
We have to get rid of him before Pinkie Tales are doomed forever. I know just what to do.
All right then.
Oh my goodness.
Sparkle stood in shocked silence, witnessing the might of the prince's power. Once he had finished, he shot her an apologetic smile and disappeared from the tower momentarily to reappear in front of her.
Are you all right?
Oh my goodness.
I'm
What
fine.
even is
What
this?
was all that?
Sometimes
What
myself
even
and my
is this?
castle is put in incredible danger by outside dark forces, and I have to keep them at bay. Don't worry, they've never beaten me before. I'll make sure you're safe.
But why? What could they want?
They want me to turn to the dark side.
Oh my goodness.
For saving my life.
Oh
Sparkle
my.
said, conceding to the
What in
fact that
the
without the prince's
world?
help, she surely would have met her doom.
Oh,
You're welcome.
This
It's
is
not safe for
great.
you to
This
travel
is
right
wonderful.
now. It's best if you storm off tomorrow when the daylight's on your side.
It hurts to
Sparkle
look at him.
smiled and nodded in agreement,
It
following the
just
prince back
hurts
inside the
to
castle.
look at him.
The following day,
Okay,
Sparkle
like,
found that her
When
determination
he's
to break
drawn
the curse
well, then
greatly
not as
outweighed
much.
her
But when
desire
it's
to leave the
that,
castle. The prince was
when
overjoyed
it's
to learn
that,
that she
then
wanted
yeah,
to
it
stay, and
hurts.
decided to
It
assist
just
her search rather than brood in
no,
his
just
tower.
like block
The
the side
castle
of the
objects
screen.
were all
please.
abuzz to see the two getting along, and each hoped the connection they were
Just
forming would bring
please.
them one step closer to breaking the curse. Minutes turned to hours, hours into days, and soon a week had gone by of fervent study together.
This is
Sparkle and the
just
prince rarely left the
something
library
else.
and each other's side.
This is
The
something
prince quickly
else.
learned to accommodate Sparkle's tendency to work too hard by having his staff bring them meals and blankets at night when the studying poured into the cold early hours of the day. They talked, they laughed, they organized, and they made checklist after checklist to make sure they didn't miss a single detail, sharing ideas and clues with each other while keeping the end goal in sight. However, 1 week of study was the prince's limit, and he desired instead to do something else with Sparkle. He gathered the castle's staff and enlisted their assistance to create a grand party. He wanted to thank Sparkle for her hard work and provide every pony a break from their toiling. Of course, the objects delighted at the opportunity to throw a party, none more so than Flamewitch, who took it upon himself to plan the celebration. Rarity Pot whisked Sparkle away from the library to go and meet another castle object that would help to make her ready in time for the evening's festivities. Sparkle was a little uncomfortable with the idea, as she had never attended a party before and didn't want to disappoint the prince or his castle objects.
She'll need to look divine, darling. I told her that only you could pull off such a feat.
But
oh my goodness, it's
every pony knows that the great and powerful Tresser has the fashion-forward designs for any mare, even one as Egghead as this one.
Oh my goodness,
Why does every pony call me that? What does it even mean?
That's amazing.
I'm a wardrobe, not a dictionary. You just look like one. That's all.
This is going
That's
to
all
be
well and
amazing.
fine, but we simply must not waste any time.
This is going
Found
to
a
be
dress
amazing.
for our guest?
How about this one? I heard it was only worn once.
Oh my
The
goodness.
Tresser giggled slyly, holding out a gown that was anything but appealing.
Oh my,
What?
that'll never do.
Wow.
It looks as if a bunch of mice sewed it together on a time crunch. No, we need something that accentuates her smile, shows off the brilliance of her wings.
I don't think I have anything that would make her look good.
Perhaps
Oh
I
my-
misspoke then. Perhaps you are not the greatest wardrobe in the castle.
Oh my
Come,
goodness.
Sparkle, we will visit another room and perhaps we will find something for you there.
Oh, wait, I just found something. Yes, have a look.
It's beautiful! Try it on, Sparkle.
Are you sure I need this? Why can't I just wear my regular clothes?
What? How could you ever think to attend a gala without wearing a gorgeous gown?
Because she's an egghead.
All right, I'll give it a try. But without my magic, it might take some time to get this on right.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. Come see.
Tresser said, beckoning Sparkle closer. Sparkle took the bait and approached Tresser. Moments later, she was sucked inside the wardrobe and the doors shut, locking her in. Her screams of protest matched the strange sounds coming from within. Before a minute had passed, the great and powerful Tresser spat Sparkle back out fully dressed and ready for the party.
Now I smell like musty old bugs. Ugh.
Oh
You
my
look
goodness.
Rarity Pot
Oh,
said,
this is
showing
amazing.
Sparkle a reflection of herself in a nearby mirror. Sparkle did indeed look ravishing in her gown. It was accentuated with pieces of jewellery and a stylized mane to match.
You've really outdone yourself, great and powerful Tresser.
Great and powerful
I
treasure.
am the best.
A voice called from the other side of the door.
The prince would like to inform the young filly that the celebration can now begin.
Sparkle opened the door to see a hollowed suit of pony
Oh
armor
my
standing
goodness,
at attention on the other
that's
side.
Oh, you look rather beautiful tonight, Miss Sparkle.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Flash armor.
Flash
replied,
armor.
the metal helmet's cheeks turning a bright crimson.
What?
Your prince awaits, darling.
Rarity
What?
Pot said, delighted, then
Just-
turned to Flash
Oh
armor.
my goodness.
Why don't you go guard the magic mirrors,
Of course, right away.
Flash
Oh
said,
my
slightly
goodness.
defeated.
Gotta be careful around the armor. They've been known to steal waifus.
Sweet
Oh
Belle,
my-
language.
Oh my goodness.
Flamewitch said.
Come, we're holding up the party.
You've been known to steal
Sparkle
waifus.
followed Rarity
Ooh.
Pot and Sweetener Belle toward the
this is-
grand
this is
dining
quite
hall,
the-
a room that she had never seen before. The hall was extravagantly
Really?
lit with numerous chandeliers and candlesticks that
I
vaguely reminded Sparkle of Flamewitch.
I swear I
There
know
was a
this
long
on
table
style.
filled to
I
the brim
swear
with
that I
party
do.
food, including a massive 100-layer cake. The adjoining
I don't know,
ballroom
maybe-
had streamers
maybe I'm
hanging
just
from every
imagining
pillar,
things, but-
and wherever she looked there were sure to be dozens upon dozens of balloons. The prince waited for Sparkle at
This
the
is
end
it.
of the
He
staircase,
doesn't look
wearing a brightly
as
coloured
bad
suit
when
that
he's
matched the
drawn
theme of
like
the
well
party.
like this.
Sparkle blushed profusely, having completely overdressed for the
This
occasion.
art style
She wondered
reminds
if that
me
was the
greatly of
great
Ink
and powerful
Pots. I'm
Tress's
just saying,
impression, as she
it
didn't seem
reminds me a
particularly
lot
fond
of
of
Ink
Sparkle.
Pots.
You look lovely.
Said the prince, pulling out her chair at the
I don't
dining
know.
table.
Maybe I'm just imagining.
And you look.
It just does. It reminds me of Ink
This whole
Pots a
place
lot.
looks bright and festive.
I think the word you're looking for
is fun!
Flamewitch said, bursting out of the
goodness.
cake along with the other castle objects in a sea of confetti. Sparkle and the prince were soon up to their flanks in pieces of paper and the remnants of the food that had once been on the table.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this place is a mess!
But what's a party without a big surprise?
Flamewitch said, scooping up a chunk of frosting and eating it in one bite.
Cheese flavored.
Ugh, I'll go get Apple Broom.
Apple
That's okay.
Bloom.
I wasn't really that hungry for cake.
Apple Bloom.
Sparkle said,
Oh my
brushing the
goodness.
frosting and confetti from her mane.
How about a dance?
I would love to.
Sparkle said with a smile. She and the prince waded out of the chaos to the ballroom, where an expectant vinyl record was ready and waiting.
Hit it!
You
You
and
don't have to tell me twice.
Oh my
The
goodness.
entire room seemed to jump at the beat, including the prince and Sparkle. The pair
this-
of them laughed, dancing out the rhythm
I
together,
know that song.
flailing their
Good-
hooves about in all
Good
directions.
going. Good going. Bye.
There! See? A beast!
Oh my.
Another story!
What even
What?
is this?
Don't you see it? The abomination on the dance floor? Which one? Ha!
Unable to get Dashton's attention, Pinkie made her way towards the gramophone and lifted the needle from the record.
There! Now if you would be so kind, get this thing out of my story!
Dashton?
Who are these ponies?
Look, Dashton, it's just like I said. A beast has stolen your mare and was dancing with her. Kind of. What are you gonna do about that?
Why, come join the party, of course!
What
There's
in
enough
the
cheese confetti
world?
cake for every pony!
Does that mean I can come to the party too?
Nope, not you, Apple Broom. You get back to work.
But Dashy, Dashton, don't you want to defend your mare friend?
Mere friend, please. She was barely even my friend.
Friend? But I don't have any.
Sparkle started, then paused. The answer hit her so directly that she felt foolish for
The
not
answer,
seeing
the
it
answer was
sooner.
friendship.
That's it! The way to break the curse!
She ran towards the library where the enchanted scroll had been
What is
waiting.
even
The
happening?
prince, the castle objects, and the pony intruders followed after.
What's...
Oh,
What?
alright then. I'll just chill here and not get to see what's so exciting. That's fair.
Oh,
Sparkle reached
What
the scroll and
even?
carefully unfurled it, scanning the
what
riddle
am
as
I
a big
watching
smile grew on her
right
face.
now?
What costs
What am
nothing,
I
but is
watching?
worth everything, weighs nothing but can last a lifetime, that one pony can't own, but two ponies can
This
share.
friendship.
Something you don't understand but desperately need. One's destiny is fulfilled when a correct answer is accomplished. That has to be it.
The answer is
Friendship.
friendship.
Before
Of
I
course it's
came to the
friendship.
castle, you only had your staff around you. Ponies that would do anything for you regardless of how they felt. You didn't have a real friend, did you?
I guess not. I never called any of my staff my friend. I always thought I was too likable and perfect to be a good friend.
This
And that's the
This
thing.
guy.
The scroll said the answer had to be accomplished. That meant that you couldn't just know the answer. You had to experience it too. We've had the means to break this curse all along.
You want to be my friend?
I already am your friend. And you're mine too.
Once the words had left her mouth, the entire castle began to glow. Magical waves of light
Yay.
struck each castle object at once, engulfing them until it was too bright to see them at all. When they reappeared moments later, their true pony forms had been restored, and Sparkle could see them all as they truly were for the very first time.
You did it! You broke the curse!
Ooh, now that feels a mite better.
Appleclock said, bucking her hooves in the air, rejoicing.
Hang on to your flanks, every pony! This light show isn't over yet!
Flamewitch said, lounging in a chair with shades over his eyes, pointing his hoof at the prince. All eyes turned to
And
the prince
does
in
he get
confusion
even more
as the
hideous?
magic began engulfing him as well.
But I thought he said he was only cursed not to leave the castle.
His appearance was a curse.
Just as with the castle staff, the magical light
Oh,
grew too blinding
is he
to watch,
actually-
and a final burst
is
was
he
heard
actually a
before the
good
prince
looking
emerged. His appearance had changed after all. He was without all the excess magic and vibrato he had grown accustomed to hiding behind. Instead, he became a proud and confident prince with actual characterization and personality.
actual
However,
characterization.
it wasn't a pony that stood before them now, but instead
oh
a much
my
smaller
goodness,
creature,
it's fine.
a baby dragon.
Excuse me?
Spike! This whole time, the prince was Spike?
I didn't think you'd want to get to know the real me if you saw me for who I am. But now that I know you're my friend, Sparkle, Wait, where'd the story go? Guys? Guys?
Oh my goodness.
No pony likes you, Spike!
Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
Well, that explains a lot. Hey, don't blame me. I tried to get him out of the story a long time ago.
Oh my goodness.
You're not gonna let me off the hook for reading you a Spike story, are you?
Nope.
I know. How about we read The Little Mermaid again?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was amazing. There's no way to let cheaper scooter tricks. Oh my goodness. Just, oh my goodness, why? Well, that was something. That was something indeed. That I was not expecting that at all. Next time, Pinkie Tales. Oh, where Rapunzel? Where Rapunzel? Well, that was quite the thing. It was something, all right. Yeah, that was something. I'm gonna try and collect my thoughts and maybe see you in an outro, because I'll try to do that. Okay, so that was Egghead and the Beast. Not at all what I was expecting. The Beast being a bad Alicorn OC was unexpected but amazing in its own way. And Scooter Six did an amazing job with his voice. It fit him perfectly. All the voice acting all around was amazing as usual, though Applejack's was a bit rough. And the art, amazing as usual by everyone who was involved. I think seeing all the different amazing art styles is one of my favorite things about these. And then the story. Magpie took our expectations about what this was going to be and threw them out the window. Not only with the bad Alicorn OC, but also with Pinkie's reaction to it. To all the Alicorn OC and bringing Dash in, bringing Dash on, and just amazing. And yeah, and how he turns out to be Spike. That was just gold. The whole thing was just amazing, and this next time, we're Rapunzel. Doing Rapunzel next, and that's going to be amazing. I'm sure of it. Well, that's all I have, and I hope you all enjoyed, because I know I did. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.